Hi all. Welcome to the Forest reality show. The Wolf-Sheep Showdown is about to start. All the animals widened their eyes, witnessing this unbelievable scene. A little sheep hanging out with a wolf, a once imminent 800 years kind of event. However, both hid something, so they hadn't hit a real topic after a long walk. Unbeknownst to them, a bunch of little creatures were sneakily watching. Meanwhile, the rest of the sheep gathered in the mountain top, hoping this meeting would save the wolves hid in nearby bushes, as Kaz's actions determined the dinner of sheep. To everyone's surprise, it started pouring rain from the sky, sending many spectators scurrying away. Kaz spotted a dry area across the way. Without thinking too much, he grabbed Sheepy and dashed over. But just at that moment, Sheepy slipped to almost turned it into a comedy show. Thankfully, Kaz was quick on his feet. Then, Kaz boldly spilled his secret mission. I was just trying to trick you into revealing where your sheep gang hangs out and your daily routine. The moment I see you, I'm like a silent movie. I just can't pull off the trick, especially since I'm actually here to bend the truth. But seriously, just seeing your face makes it impossible for me to continue. Nobody expected that this scene would draw nearly all the animals in the forest, who gathered around like they were watching a major production. After much thought, Kaz bravely proposed the daring plan. Let's jump from here, escape the pack, and chase our dreams of freedom. For them, meeting each other was a great honor, so they jumped into the river together. But the current was so strong that they lost their bearings completely, leaving both the wolf pack and sheep folk utterly stunned. No one saw that coming. That night, Kaz woke up on a rock, but Sheepy was nowhere in sight. As night fell, he felt something was off. It's all my fault. I should have seen this coming. We really shouldn't have met at the start, but hey, I'm glad I did. The next morning, gossip swirled through the forest again. Sheepy and the wolf were alive, and their actions were even more intimate. Talk about a soap opera. But the animals worried. What will these two do? Enemies seldom fare well. Sheepy and Kaz knew others were gossiping about them, so they decided to make their exit from the forest. In front of them stood a great mountain, and both were curious. Maybe over there is a world we've never seen, where wolves and sheep can coexist. With their extremely awkward situation, they both agreed to climb over the mountain towards the legendary Emerald Forest, while the wolf pack mobilized. Furious at Kaz's betrayal, the pack sought revenge, the Wolf King vowing to tear him apart. On the way, Kaz yelled at Sheepy, "Don't leave." He knew the pack was after him. They had to race to the Emerald Forest before the wolf pack arrived, having picked up Kaz's scent and chased after him toward the mountain. The next morning, Kaz snuck out alone, his stomach growling so he always went to catch mice to fill his belly after Sheepy fell asleep. Sheepy had always known about Kaz's routine. "Do you sneak out for snacks every time I fall asleep?" "I get hungry too, you know." "But I can't eat you. I know you sneak off to avoid hurting my feelings. But honestly, I still hate the taste of blood." Despite Sheepy's disapproval, a carnivore needs to eat, right? Just then, they froze in place as rustling sounds came from the bushes. The wolf pack found their hideout. Kaz and Sheepy, distracted by a wildflower, stepped on Sheepy's foot and revealed their spot. With no options left, they had to run. But they never imagined they would run straight towards a cliff. With the wolves closing in, the two knew they had to risk it all. They stepped onto a log and successfully made it to the other side, but when Kaz jumped, the log fell away, leaving the wolves with no plan and allowing them to escape. At their final farewell, they saw their long-time home atop the mountain. From this view, they didn't seem far apart, but upon reflection, their lives felt so meaningless, just coasting in their comfort zones every day. The wolves chased after food every day, while the sheep hid, trying to survive daily. Life was tough. It seemed meaningless to Kaz, but now he had changed his outlook. He wanted to see the sights with the one he adored and felt complete just having met Kaz. Perhaps this is the very meaning of their existence. As they ascend the peak, their lives will undergo fascinating changes. Suddenly, snow started falling from the sky, yet neither of them stopped. Tomorrow, they were destined to reach the Emerald Forest of their dreams. As they climbed, snow thickened, Sheepy collapsed, feeling near his end. Seeing this, Kaz dug a little cave and dragged unconscious Sheepy inside to keep him warm. Kaz panicked seeing Sheepy motionless, but luckily Sheepy just fainted from cold. When he woke, Kaz was thrilled, as the storm raged outside. They decided to wait until morning to set out, but then Kaz noticed Sheepy drooling. At this, Sheepy saw it too and realized Kaz hadn't eaten in days, and suggested, "Just eat me and carry my wish into the Emerald Forest." But how could Kaz agree to that? Yet his stomach began to protest. If it keeps up, both may die tonight. Sheepy, not wanting regrets, decides to grant Kaz's wish. He was ready to be the meal, and seeing this, Kaz couldn't help but cry, hating that he was a carnivore. It was clear he didn't want to. Sheepy decided to recreate that stormy night, hoping the sight of him as a sheep would compel Kaz to eat him, and Kaz readily agreed.